Welcome back. It's time for us to carry on with the story for a little bit as we head over into this restaurant and speak to a member of the society. Also, there's a shiny here, so it's like, oh, hello. Oh, there's a fishing spot. We'll get it.
I bet I can catch a big one here.
All right, then. We'll see about that, won't we?
Let's go.
Doesn't seem to be any new fish, so it's like, oh, big catch, or maybe she's right. All right, Fairy, I'm sorry for doubting you. So how's the weather been this... Oh, I did. Boom. Boom. Oh, that was it? That's not a big catch. That's nothing. What's that? What's that, Fairy? Ah, dumplings should do better.
Come on.
You let him the side down here, Fairy.
Very well.
Very well. We're going to do the story, Fairy. I need you to hurry up and get this fishing dealt with. Was that it? Was that your big one?
Big catch.
That's it? A puffer? The puffer? That's it? That's what you were talking about? Rank A for you? Oh, no, I keep doubting Fairy, and I'm sorry. And it's like, oh, all right then. That definitely was it, right? You're like, yeah, okay. Right, anyway. Enough nonsense. Let's get on with it. Hello? Being asked to find someone so exceptionally good at hiding is such a burden. Although, given the situation, I understand why they deem me fit for the task. I'll have to give them a stern scolding when I find them, or perhaps a scolding would be more appropriate.
Well...
Wait, that was it? What? Hey, what? Huh?
Well. If it isn't the Spriggan and his adorable little assistants. Fancy meeting you here.
Huh?
Huh?
And you are?
Wait, I know that voice.
That's the voice from the train announcements.
The hell are you doing here? Enforcer number 3, the golden butterfly?
Oh, it started to go a bit cold steel there, where it's like, let's announce our names.
Oh, please. Call me Lucrezia. Or even Retzi, if you so wish. I certainly wouldn't mind.
Ritzy, I kind of like that.
You're that lady from Ouroboros. Careful, everyone. As you well know, she's one of the strongest members of the society.
Oh, there's no need to be so tense. We're all friends here, are we not?
I don't know about that.
Why don't you join me for some tea? This restaurant's beverages are simply to die for.
Now, normally I am one for a cup of tea, but I didn't even recognize you at first. We have not seen you without the black veil that masks your face. Yeah, but I have. She had the exact same kimono when I ran into her in Long Lai. It's not as though I have a pressing need to hide my face. I just think it looks rather stylish, as does this kimono. It may not match the style of dress popular in Longport and Long Lai, but I think it suits me rather nicely, wouldn't you agree? Ugh, I hate to admit it, but yeah, I do. So, what are you doing in a public place like this, anyway? Since the end of last year, we haven't heard anything about the society. Not even a peep. Thought that meant you'd pulled out of the Republic, but I guess that was wishful thinking. There is no need to worry. We aren't planning anything, at least not at the present. I'm actually here on my own accord. We enforcers are afforded a great deal of freedom. As long as we do not interfere with the society's overall aims, we can do whatever we please and go wherever we want. You're joking. No, it's kind of true. I did hear enforcers had ample autonomy, but I'm having trouble comprehending how the society can function with such a measure in place. That particular perk is only extended to enforcers. The Angui do not have that luxury. Unfortunately, This is not a pleasure trip in full. I had to take on a rather troublesome assignment. Oh, perhaps I could request your services? Like we did just before the Erasion Death game? Yeah, we knew what you were planning though after that. Like, you want to help again? Sorry, but the answer's no. Our interests aren't aligned this time, and frankly, I don't want to get wrapped up in your bullshit. You might not be as bad as the Oathbreaker, but that doesn't make us friends. My, you don't mince words, do you? Very well then, I suppose you do seem to have your hands full, so I won't force the issue. Glad you're so understanding. Now we'll be taking our leave. Oh, I nearly forgot. There is something I wanted to show you. What do you make of this? What? Is it a leaf? Some kind? Or a petal? Oh, a petal. Yesterday, there was a minor disturbance at a high-class restaurant in the 2nd Ward. It piqued my interest, so I took a look around and found this lying in the corner. I think it's quite pretty, but I have not seen a flower like this in the area. Is this going to relate to, wasn't it flowers on that island where the water went up and down? I can't remember the name of the island now. What was it called? Perhaps it got attached to the soles of someone's shoe and fell off. Yeah, maybe so. It's eroded something. It's not eroded island. What was it? Get that this isn't exactly a request, but I'll be honest, I ain't exactly a flower expert. Don't expect a report or anything, alright? Of course. Thank you. Until we meet again, Spriggan. Alright, I think we've learned all we can from just walking around the city. There are a lot of powerful people here, my brother included. There's also the Divine Blade of Silver and the Golden Butterfly, both of whom are maximum level threats. There must be some reason for them coming here now of all times. Yeah. Perhaps it's related to the assessment provided by the risk management AI. Didn't they say it labeled Langport as a red zone? That's a little worrying, isn't it? But what's more worrying is that we aren't really any closer to finding the people who framed Farn and poisoned Gian. Not necessarily. Huh? What do you mean, not necessarily? The flower petal is a clue for starters. She said she picked it up at a high-class restaurant over in the 2nd Ward. I thought it looked familiar. We picked some flowers with this kind of petal during our last trip to Longport, right? Yeah. Yep, and those flowers were spring lilies. And they're used at mass and during funerals. It's a rare plant that can only be found offshore at the Eroded Cave. Cave! Oh yeah! We went there on our last trip. This petal's still fresh. Must have fallen off fairly recently. The only people who would have been at the restaurant in the last couple of days would have been the remnants of the Lai family. And the Lu family members charged with handling the aftermath. If we assume the petal stuck to either the clothes or the shoes of one of Heiwei's members, then that begs the question, why were they coming and going from the cave in the first place? Somehow I can't picture Fan and Gian strolling the Eroded Cave picking flowers, even forgetting the fact that they're out of action. Okay, I think we know our next move. To the Eroded Cave! Yeah, we gotta rent a boat in the 1st Ward and head to the cave. There's no time like the present. Let's go. My.
Positively delectable.
Isn't it? Oh. Right, so, 1st Ward. Gambit Bar's probably the closest, isn't it? To where we need to go. Din 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 din. Dun 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 dun. Right. Eroded Cave, mate. Should I head for the Eroded Cave now? I'm not sure what I'll run into there. Wouldn't hurt to do a little equipment check before going. I'll be alright. Let's go. Let's go! So I've got all the rounds done, isn't it? Van bargained with the ferryman and rented a small boat. And then they set a course for the Eroded Cave. On the sea again. Hello.
Seriously?
They found us out already. Well, whatever. Doesn't matter to me. I've got zero interest in this stupid gig, but since Ix clearly does, I'll go along with it.
Creepy teleportation. Very dark and sinister. March 6th, 3:35 p.m. Triple dot. What the hell? Higher elements? Bit weird though. This place is unrecognizable from the last time. I mean, what's with all this red mist? They stopped the tours here, right? There's something fishy going on here. Crimson? It's red, so crimson. No kidding. Like I said earlier, they've always run tours regardless of the season. But they haven't done a single one since the Lunar New Year. I actually looked into this after our conversation with Shizuna. The reason behind the suspension of the tours was undisclosed, but despite this, there haven't been virtually no inquiries or complaints filed. In fact, people's memory of this particular tour seems to be rather hazy and unclear. Now that you mention it, even I didn't think anything was off about it before today. Ferryman Shu also didn't seem to think anything was up. Hang on, let me check something real quick. Aha. Good catch. Guess my feeling from earlier was right on the nose. Seems like there's a good number of those things in the area. I see more on this rock too. These look like Eastern talismans. And I'm no expert on the subject, but I think this one's the type that screws with people's thoughts and perceptions. Now that's interesting. Like, how is it doing that? With this talisman barrier here, people's awareness of the area is going to be on the fritz. Is that right? The culprit must have put them up so people wouldn't figure out they were hiding here. Seems like their range covers the whole cave. Yes, I believe that's correct. However, I find it difficult to believe these talismans can create such a large-scale cognitive obfuscation. Yeah, no way. Especially not with the long stretch of blue between here and Longport. Wonder how they pulled it off then. The Genesis. Aha! Seriously, it's reacting here? Guess I have my answer. That's the 8th Genesis piece you discovered in Misseldom, yeah? Could that mean the next piece is somewhere in the cave? Wouldn't shock me. Bet they're using it as an amplifier for the talismans. That's what this thing was used for in Misseldom, even if it was for something different. Yeah, you said that some brat had it, right? Wouldn't call him just some brat. He held his own against Van and 4 others. 2 of them were those stupidly powerful Dominions. In any case, the fact that the talisman and the Genesis are linked works to our benefit. We can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. That said, we need to tread carefully. This place is bound to be more dangerous than it was before.
Well, well. You actually made it.
Hello? Kasim?
Kasim?
Oh, that's how you say it.
So, you got here before us, huh?
Marduk sniffed this place out too, huh? You guys are on the ball as always.
We only just arrived a few moments ago. Our AI program marked the Eroded Cave as extremely dangerous. It was assigned the label Terminal Zone, the highest threat level an area can receive.
Terminal Zone?
Therefore, I will be accompanying you.
What?
For real?
For real?
So we will be joining you on one of Marduk's risk assessment missions?
It is strange that that's my main takeaway from Persona 5 is, for real?
I know we're kinda springing this on you out of nowhere, but bear with us. If you want my opinion, I think the chief could have handled this himself. But Mr. Thorndyke thought the situation sounded too dangerous, so he wanted me to ask you guys to help out.
Damn, he thinks this is too dangerous for Qasim?
That goes to show we cannot take this situation lightly.
We sure can't. Don't know all the details, but it sounds like this job's gonna be a doozy. Alrighty then. You ready to get this thing started, Security Chief Qasim? I, Mirabelle Alton, have got your back. If you need anything from me, just give me a ring, okay?
Understood, Miss Alton. Now, let's begin the risk assessment mission.
Well, this sure is a twist. Won't complain about having a badass like you on the team, though. Glad we're fighting side by side for once. Sure beats trading blows with ya.
May our temporary alliance prove fruitful. Now's your chance to show me how much you've improved, Van. Farida.
I won't disappoint you.
Ah, fair enough then.
Here goes!
Like, is he actually in the group, or is he just a guest sort of thing? That's the question here. He's a guest, like, but can I get to him? Yeah, it's like I can't really do anything here. Oh, we do have crafts and stuff. Doesn't look like I can move him into the main group though. Okay, anyway. Something I do want to talk about though is it was mentioned down in the comments had I had any thoughts as to who the Red Grendel person actually is. And honestly, no. There was no thoughts there because I hadn't really thought about it because it wasn't really relevant to anything going on, which feels strange when you think about it. I'm more focused on the Genesis, the more bigger story going on at the moment. So I think it's worth like, well, if it's being addressed.
Freaky monsters are coming out in droves.
Source is 400 yards ahead.
Why are your measurements more accurate than mine? How do you always do that? Well, there you have it, folks. Stay on your toes, you guys.
Understood. We'll be on the alert. Careful. That's above an A-level threat.
Let's get to work.
I mean, I nearly took it out without even it doing anything, but okay. Yeah. I think it's worth looking at then. It's like if people are wondering like what my thoughts are there, it's like, okay, so let's think about this. It's got to be someone we know, otherwise it's just sort of a case of like, oh, it's random person number 3. Like, oh, it's someone we didn't even think of. Like, so it'd be pointless even speculating then, wouldn't it? But let's speculate with the idea that it is someone we know. Now, with this being a pattern in this series now, where it's like secret identity, who could it be? Oh, it's C! There's C! That kind of thing. Like, that's happened twice now, so it's like, I'm gonna go with the idea it's this mysterious C that we heard about at the end of Daybreak. Now, if we then just combine that straight away with the theories I had there as to who C was, my logic falls down to like, well, it's Dingo then. It's that sort of thing of like, well, who else would it be? It could be maybe I could see it being a stretch towards it being Dante's. Maybe or there's several members. Oh, maybe a conglomerate idea of it could be.
I see me some small fries.
I cannot remember the name of it. Almata. It could be them in some regard, but I'm leaning towards out of everything. It's gonna be C, and as I put it out previously in Daybreak, I feel like C is gonna be Dingo. How that's working though, that does raise questions though. If that logic there is right, that it's following that similar pattern, it's a usual thing with Falcom where it's like, that's obviously not the end of the story. It's not like, oh, it's Dingo, he was actually alive, done. There'll be more to it, because
You picked the wrong
it's Falcom. So the question becomes to me, is like, okay, so if we go with the idea it's C, and C is Dingo, so therefore the Red Grendel is Dingo. what more is there? And that's where it's like, maybe it's worth paying attention to that going forward, because if it is C, and if it therefore C is Dingo, one, how is Dingo still alive? How is that happening? Or maybe it actually lines up with the theory's idea. Maybe the idea of it's somehow related to this crimson sin aspect, because it is a red Grendel, and red is crimson, so maybe it's more a possibility of Dingo, like linking it more to like reverie.
Oh, nice. Quite the deception.
The idea is there, like it's another sim of some kind. Because I still feel like that's a major factor, especially with the Lapis connections going on. It just feels like that's a thing. So maybe like it is Dingo. Because then it could possibly be someone else from a different possible timeline or something like that. A different outcome, which again, the idea from the theory part, that crimson timeline.
Nails as always, Qasim.
Still can't believe you're able to wield that overgrown hunk of steel. It looks so easy.
One's choice of weapon matters little, so long as it brings out your full potential. You would do well to reflect on how to draw collecting data now. Lies dormant.
Let's get to work.
Charge attack, you know.
Yeah, I'd say my top suspect is Dingo, just because it's like I feel like it's going to be a C thing. But again, it's like I've just got to now think about like what's the mechanics of that? How is he back? How is that working? What's the logic there? Why?
Good work, guys. We all in one piece?
Maybe the Almaty connection is just through the Genesis. Maybe there's something going on there with the idea, like maybe that teleported him away or something, or maybe thinking like time leaps and stuff. Like we've been time leaping back. Maybe it time leaped him forward. But then how would he have sent a message in the previous game if he time leaped to now? And again, why would it be the crimson? I'm thinking about this more. Like this is why this isn't a theory part. This is just speculation. This is a speculation part, really, if anything. I'm just thinking about the idea, like, okay, maybe it's a case of like it is Dingo with that logic. It is C.
Come back when you're stronger.
But like what we saw over in the Blacklight district when we were in the condemned area, it's a case of what was her name? Carmine? Was it Carmine? The Red Fairy is using Dingo as a base for the Red Grendel, in the same way was using members of was it members of Desire? If I remember correctly, people anyway.
I'm impressed, Prodigy.
And maybe that's what's going on there. More leaning towards that. It's using him in some regard.
Entering battle. Charge attack.
Because it does feel weird we've not had the C thing come up, so I'm definitely leaning towards that. Out my speculation so far, just building on what I'm thinking there, it's like, yeah, it's somehow Dingo, potentially time leaped or something in some regard, like, but basically he avoided somehow the destruction of Cray. And now he's being used against his will, obviously, like other people we saw, to become the Red Grendel. And it's the Red Fairy that's doing it. As to why the Red Fairy's doing that, though, it's gotta be someone else's doing, I feel. Because obviously someone took part of Lapis at least to make this happen. Because at the moment it's a case of Lapis is, from the sounds of it, just an empty shell. So, like, her soul, her essence, who she is, has been taken away. And she's being used against her will as well.
Okay. The connection is being disrupted. Perhaps it's because we are approaching the barrier center.
Guess that means it's no normal talisman. Stay alert, everyone!
Roger that.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Detecting strange reaction. Guard.
Yeah, so I'd say that's where I'm at this point. Yeah, I feel like that's a good speculation as to who else it could be. I've got no other suspects because who else could it be? It's just like, spicy. I don't even know. Oh, couscous, isn't it? Yeah. What do we need anyway for that? Sorted grains.
It would be my pleasure. I put quite a lot of effort into this.
So we need assorted grains. Items, that's what we want. No assorted grains there, that's a shame. Doesn't see anything on the trade. Not augment settings, recover.
Good stuff.
Yes, roll back, that's what I want. Equipment, so let's auto-equip speed on you. Speed. And balanced. And for you, physical. Just make sure everything's right there. I can't do anything with Kasim, can I? It's not even around. It's not on the list. Very well. I can't adjust his at all. Our boost is fine. How's our craft points looking? I think we're good, aren't we? Thinking about it. So let's see. No, cooking we're done. Before we get into it further, let's make sure we got that sorted.
That was very well made.
This is quite a few points we can get here.
Very well made. That was delicious. Thank you. That was very well made. That was delicious. Thank you. That was very well made.
Oh, yes.
That was delicious. Thank you.
It was very well made. That was delicious. Oh, no.
That was very well made.
Nearly got around to 12. Anyway, let's head up, see what's going on. Oh, look what we have here. Another batch of Heiwei trash. Huh? What's Aaron Wei doing here? And the Spriggan is accompanying him. How did they find this place? There's a bunch of talismans on that rock over there. This must be the center of the barrier. There it is. More importantly, there lies another Genesis fragment. I see now. This case must bear relation to the Crimson Beast that appeared in the capital, and possibly to you as well. Figured you'd connect the dots sooner or later. What the? Is that the guy from Marduk? Why is a PMC sticking their nose in our business? Careful, Lai family Zhong Xiao at 12 o'clock. I thought we had taken care of them yesterday. So, the remnants of the Lai family actually went and joined up with the Lu family traitors. Isn't that something? What? The remnants that caused the uprising only made up a small portion of the Lai family. The rest were kept under the Lu family's thumb until they could figure which of the families had to place them with. Yes. But in reality, they were only pretending to behave themselves. You all were just biding your time. Until you could bare your fangs and sink them into Gien and Fan. And the truth comes to light. I'll give you guys this. You've got balls of steel. But you picked a fight with the wrong family. My family. And that's the last mistake you're ever going to make. How dare you talk to us like that? You aren't even a member of Heiwei.
Stand down.
There he is.
If
you were only up against those feeble children, you would have stood a chance. But you're no match for the hmmm scene.
Forgive us, Master Gaolong.
We will do as you say.
Wait, isn't that the guy we saw at the dojo?
Yeah, it is.
So it is.
I knew he'd turn up.
We crossed paths once before, but I haven't formally introduced myself. I am the shepherd of the lost lambs of the former Lai family. You may call me Gaolong. That is the name of the man who will bury you.
Gowron.
You're gonna bury me? Good one.
We won't be beaten by the likes of you.
Stay on guard. The foremost fighter is not to be underestimated.
Word on the street was you were helping quell the uprising. You've been a part of it all along. Or maybe you're the one who masterminded the whole thing.
Think what you will, but I will not provide an answer. Though I will take good care of your remains once I've ground you to dust.
Oh no, this guy is strong!
You really like to talk a big game, don't ya?
For a place designated as a terminal zone, I expected to find more than mere thugs. But perhaps I shouldn't write off Heiouei's strongest martial artist before I can see what he's capable of.
Don't fret. I think you will find I'm more than a match for you. Now satisfy my craving for a good fight and perish!
Let's take him down!
I'm gonna make you pay for what you did to Gien and Fan!
I thought he was going to say something else.
Watch out!
Now then, show me what you can do.
I genuinely thought he was going to say something along the lines like, satisfy my craving for a chocolate fudge cake. I'm like, that's a weird thing to say, mate. I'm just a bit bizarre. Okay. Right, let's see about, let's get the clone going.
All right. Loading complete.
Ow!
You'll be sorry for that!
MP to mute. Cost HP straight inside. Defense down's a good idea.
Activating skill.
Feast your eyes on me.
Come on. Pay attention. Oh dear. Okay, so let's go with Flaming Prayer.
Flames, give us strength! There!
It's go time!
Right, it is. Let's go.
I'll take you on.
Get this back attack bonus.
I suggest we strike now.
No, I didn't want that. There we go. Yeah. Let's go with that.
Raging Buster! Failed. So this is the strength of the Spriggan and his fixers.
This one's yours, Palmsine!
I was waiting for his attack so I could get the chain built up for my S-craft.
Don't stop now, Van!
Got this.
Time for the main event! Vandalize Rain!
What a disappointment.
No.
Boost gauge expanded.
Oh my. That went well.
How do you like that, huh?
I'm assuming that was only phase 1.
We've almost got him. Just a little more.
I expected more from the Spriggan and the Prodigy. How disappointing. The hmmm scene, however, stands head and shoulders above the rest of this rabble. Maybe you can satisfy my insatiable hunger. Let's find out!
The thrill of battle is what drives you. No, that's not all. Well, no matter. I have neither the time nor the patience to indulge you.
No chance!
You've got to be shitting me!
Oh, why are you here?
What is she doing here?
Exactly.
Damn it. Don't tell me you're protecting this asshole.
But why?
Afraid so. I told you I was here on a job, remember?
Yeah, but...
Though I never thought I'd be crossing blades with you. I was instructed to step in if the situation demanded it. I'd say my timing was on point, wouldn't you? You're a tough cookie, but you've got an Achilles heel. You're way too focused on what's right in front of you.
You know of Achilles?
I'm ashamed to admit you are correct. I let my emotions get the best of me. Oh well. At least this battle is finally getting interesting.
Ready to take us seriously now?
I'll admit your coordination was impressive. At least in that one moment.
Oh, come on. You fell for it.
But was it a display of skill, or a mere stroke of luck? Perhaps another bout is in order.
He's holding a piece of the Genesis.
Huh? I thought it was on the rock!
Having to rely on this is an affront to my pride. But I have no choice but to carry out my orders!
Your orders?
Well, there goes the mastermind theory.
Now we just need to figure out who's pulling this guy's strings.
Okay, the kitty gloves are off. It's go time.
Spirit unification? Uh-oh.
I get to fight both Van and the hump scene. There's no way I'm passing up the chance to go all out.
God, she flipped her switch.
If the Divine Blade of Silver is joining the fray, then I will have to get serious.
You weren't serious before?
We're gonna need all the horsepower we can get. These two have got strength in spades, so don't take them lightly. If you want to live, give this fight everything you have!
Understood.
Let's coordinate with the security chief and eliminate the threat.
Deploying shards!
We've got a crit right away.
Redeem yourselves. Show me your strength.
I'd be crazy not to take advantage of this. Now give me all you got!
I would be crazy not to take advantage. Ooh. Of this crit right away, wouldn't I?
Full boost!
It'd be crazy
Here's
not
my
to.
tip. Activating skill.
Watch closely.
Accelerate! Ah! It's over! Radiant Seeker!
Better than before, I suppose.
You guys are as sharp as always.
Boost gauge limiter removed.
Lovely. Okay, so I am thinking Flaming Prayer.
Flames?
Still get the buffs and everything going, it's just that crit, I couldn't not take advantage of it.
Come any closer.
Delay might be an idea if we can get it.
Blazing flat!
Oh, miss on her, that's what was...
Gather upon you.
Okay, she did that instead. I was gonna say, like, here comes that crit, but okay. We've got the
You can approach
impede,
however you
so...
want.
Keep moving, Van! I'll dice you up! This one's yours, home scene!
Got nothing, because we haven't got the boosts.
I'll admit you're growing on me.
What?
Here it comes!
You just scarpered. Legged it.
Silver with perfect chance!
He went and legged it. He can't do that.
Yusbi Alaham Al-Fusta!
Activating skill.
Chance!
Give me the coin bullets now, actually. Can we get Yeah, alright.
Don't stop now, Van. Think fast. Take this.
Oh, come on.
Up to you, Reset.
Looks like we still had the effect, though, because the
Energy
hate went up.
output max.
Right, shield.
Cobalt curtain, activate. Mr. Wang.
We'll try for that defense down.
I'll leave you speechless. Scarlet Dance.
Yeah, never mind.
Barry, now!
Don't necessarily need that.
It's all yet. Your Guardian Blade. Select it up.
This one's yours, Homsy.
Barbados, raid!
Now we're talking.
Hey, I would have had you. 3SP! You're mine. You broke the ground.
Barbados, raid!
Okay, that was cool. That was cool. She's coming flying out. Yep.
Too slow.
Steady, guys.
Gotcha.
Grab it.
Nice going.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Now, Fairy.
What the?
No!
A shadow hand.
Whew. Well, I think I just about fulfilled my contractual obligations.
Just about.
I can faintly sense them. Whoever that hand belonged to, their true form is lying in wait there.
It's time then.
Yep. Need any help?
No, I have had my feast, so I will be heading out shortly. Witnessing the strength of the Hamsin and the Divine Blade has satiated me. For now.
For now.
The Spriggan and his flock are nearly ripe for the slaughter. I suggest you sharpen those fangs of yours, or our next encounter will be woefully short-lived.
Hey, stop!
They're traveling through the shadows. It will be nearly impossible to track them.
Damn it!
We almost had it.
Why are the crazies always drawn to us?
It's a fair question. I was expecting a faint smile. Oh, it's the name of the game, everyone. Following that, Van's group split off from Kasim, and returned to the boat. March 6, 5:03 p.m. Ah, the sea breeze feels so nice. It feels weird you're with us, but okay. Seriously, you guys, thanks for giving me a lift. Didn't think those jerks would ditch me like that. Just to be clear, if you start shit, we're tossing your ass overboard. Oh, that sounds like a challenge. I'm game. And if you win, I can easily swim my way back to Longport. Remind me, why did we let her come with us? She was fighting us to the death literally 5 minutes ago. Whatever. Anyway, I'm still trying to figure out what Kasim's thinking. Yeah, I'm still mulling over what he said before he took off. His words seem to carry a hidden meaning. That concludes this part of our risk assessment. We will also be investigating Heilong, Chengjai, and a few other areas. We also have to conduct military exercises with the Navy, so I very much doubt I'll be able to offer any further assistance. It's cool, not like I have the mirror to hire you and your people anyway. Good luck with all the stuff you have to do.
I can see you grasped the meaning behind my words during our conversation in Basel.
Triple dot. What conversation was that?
That's all I have to say on the matter. Except for one thing. One day, you must give me your answer.
You have any idea what he was getting at? Well... Triple dot.
There are a number of matters Abi and I disagree on. Whether you are suited to being a warrior is very much one of them.
Like I said earlier, I performed the role of the priestess in my village's New Year festival. And you wow the ever-loving hell out of them, right? Well, yes, but the role had another... You know what? Never mind, forget I said anything. Sorry if you guys were worried about me. I'm totally A-okay. If you say so. Triple dot. Yeah, she's not okay. I'm not sure I agree with Fairy's self-assessment. Something appears to be weighing on her mind. Yeah, but it doesn't sound like she's ready to open up about it. Alright, back to the main topic. I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess that guy wasn't the one who gave you that job. Right on the mirror. I received the offer in an anonymous orb mail. It said those who are lurking in the shadows of the Eroded Cave have a job for you. I asked him straight up if he was the one who sent the message, and he was quick to deny it. I'm not exactly the best with technology, so tracing it back to the sender wasn't really an option. Why in Adios' name did you accept such a shady-sounding job? Actually, scratch that. The fact that it sounded shady probably made it even more appealing to you, and the sender probably knew that. So they baited her? Yep, they got me with a fish on a hook. But I'm content cause I got a duel with the strongest warrior out of the deal. That said, I'm still a little curious about who exactly hired me. He let slip that he isn't the one calling the shots. Yep, I'd very much like to meet the person who's keeping the legendary foremost fighter on a string. They have the cunning to outwit the elders of Heiwei without giving away a single hint as to their true identity. Their powers of foresight and natural intelligence must be off the charts. Just who could they be? The number of people who fit those particular parameters would be rather small. They'd also need to have a foothold in Heiwei, be able to track the Lu family's movements. I don't know. If they were that close to the Lus, Cao and Ashen would have found them out by now, unless Cao is working with the... Okay. I don't think there's anyone there who...
Wait.
Wait?
Oh, did a light bulb go off?
You want to fix that?
There's no way. Shit. That bastard.
Are we in about Cao here?
Do you have some idea who it is?
Yeah, there can only be one person. Now that I think about it, there's a bunch of circumstantial evidence that points to him. Administering poison, forging evidence for tax evasion, and suppressing the remnants of the Lai family. I thought it would have been impossible for one person to orchestrate all that. That's why I dropped him from my list of suspects early on. He played me like a damn fiddle.
You sound pretty sure. I'm gonna trust your hunch.
And I will as well. He matches all of the qualifications we outlined. Only he could draft a scheme that even our main AI failed to foresee. What a terrifying man.
Is Ferry gonna be the one who's like, who are you on about?
Wow, he sure got us all good.
Huh? Are you saying it's...
Oh, no. Oh!
A culprit who's been pulling the strings behind the scenes.
I mean, the way he said his line earlier, it was like, come on, he's up to something.
Is Cao Li. It can't be anyone else.
It's like, I was instantly onto that.